Hello everybody, I'm here for day 10. I believe that's right. Yes, day 10 of Care December, and today's prompt is green belt. Now, there is a green belt in karate, and it's like a mid-range sort of level. But there's also a green belt, which is what this was designed for, and let me just read you what AI tells me. Green belt land is protected, undeveloped countryside, farms, forests, open spaces, surrounding urban areas designated by planning policy to stop urban crawl, preserve natural character, and keep cities distinct by restricting most development, though it can include various open uses like agriculture or recreation, not just pristine nature. So that's what this is all about. It's that area around a city that's protected and will not allow big, development for the big cities to creep in. And I know something about when you don't have those restrictions, because I used to live in Atlanta and in the outskirts of Atlanta in Alpharetta. And I went back, I'd been gone a lot of years, and I went back to visit a friend, and I was shocked because when I was living there, everything around me was farmland. And, I drove for a long distance before I hit the city, but when I went back to visit, this urban creep had really taken over, and it wasn't what I left. And it was interesting because the homes in that area started at the $900,000 range, which was certainly out of my range. So anyway, that's what an urban creep, that's what urban creep did, and it's what this green belt is designed to prevent. So what I've done, I've pulled out a stencil and some sprays, some green sprays that I'm going to use through this stencil, which has circles on it, and it's obviously not around a city, but anyway, that's what it is. And I've got these two stencils. Now, I purchased some sticky foam, and you buy it in these sheets, and then you cut up any kind of shape that you want. And this is the positive, this is the negative. And so I save both of them, and I use them for stamping. So I might use that later on. I've got a whole stack of them that I've done, and if you don't have access to stamps, it's a great way to create your own inexpensive stamps. Okay, so I'm going to try these sprays. I haven't used them in a long time. And anyway, I'm going to see what happens when I use this. This is a Distress Spritz in Twisted Citron, and I think it's really a yellow sort of green. Now, as you can see, it's not much of a color at all. This is a Distress Spritz in Peel Paint. Why Peel Paint is green, I don't know. That's a fairly light color as well. This one is different. This is Delusions Shimmer Spray, and the color is fresh lime. And all of these have they have glitter and glam. You got shimmer is what this one calls it. And let's see what this one does, if anything. You're not really supposed to shake them that way, and that probably have clogged. Oh, there we go. That's much more green. And it looks sort of like a forest, sort of, or a green area that, okay, so that's good. It turned out pretty good. Let me see what I'm gonna do with this now that I've done that. I have a piece of watercolor paper. I'm just gonna lay it down and it probably will color that page as well. So I can't do much more until this is dry. And finding my heat tool is always a challenge. On this side, when I painted my Northern Lights, this is the card. I painted on the other side of the card. And I purchased an onion skin journal, which I have not had the nerve to work in yet, because onion skin paper, you can see through it. You can see what's on both sides of the paper and what's on the next page and the previous page after you flip it. So I'm trying to decide exactly. I've watched a bunch of videos of what people have done, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I want to kind of do something special. I also have a ledger journal from Dina Wakley that I have not started yet either, and that's another one that I want to figure out what I want to do with it, but I haven't yet. I obviously need to get through these two, well, they're not challenges. You're not, I mean, it's not like it's mandatory that you do them, and the whole thing is to take some time away from the busyness of December with the holidays and everything, and to take some time for yourself to create. I don't know about you, but it makes me feel better to get in my studio and to actually make something. I use that term studio loosely. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and this is the 2nd bedroom. And I've been here since April, and I'm able to get to most of the things. I still have some things that I don't know where they are, and I put them away in a safe place, and I can't find them. I'm trying to just pick up some of the puddles, and I'm going to go back now and write it a little more. But it's, it's as a lot of studios are. It's a mess, and I haven't quite figured out. I've bought a bunch of carts and put my supplies in those, and that works pretty well. But it's like, it's like the urban creep. Everything creeps out from around, from those places. And okay, well, no, I was going to say it's dry, but there's a spot right there and a spot right there. Okay. So, let's see what else I'm going to do. I think I'll just, first of all, just take a number 2 pencil and just, make some marks. Circle some of these circles and and I'm going to take these 2 stamps that I made and mark and use them to make some marks on this page. You ink your stamp, you don't stamp your ink. So going at it this way is better than trying to go at it this way. It didn't show up much. This pad may need to be inked. It wasn't I inked it not too long ago, but I do use it pretty frequently. Let's see if we can get a better imprint. Not much. Let's see. I just had them a little while ago. I have some other ones, but not sure I can put my hand on it. Okay, hang on just a second. I've got some actual stamps that are circles, and I've got my old trusty script stamp. Turn it around and get the other side. It just gives some nice texture to the page. All right, so I've done that, and I want to need a block, an acrylic block. I had this one out to start when I was doing something, another project or something, but the wind is really something here, blowing very hard. All right, so let's put that down and see what that does. Put that out of the way. I live on the 4th floor of a remodeled business in downtown Roanoke, Virginia. Excuse me. You can see it a little bit, but not too much. This part is pretty good. Let's see if I can get this one again better. And I'll ink the stamp when this is over, before I come try to use it again. And the other thing is trying to stamp on this journal, which has different size pages. Nothing is flat. Again, that one is coming out really good, so let's see. Let's take this one off, put it over here so I don't lose it in my creep. All right, this is another one that's, and this is the center to it. You can use it together or separate. This I think I got, I don't have the packaging to tell me what, but I think I got it on Amazon. Because of, we don't have a lot of art stores, or not nothing but Michael's, which does, is not what I usually am looking for. So I order a lot of things. I use Jerry's Artorama, and I used to use Cheap Joe's, but they went out of business because Joe died. And I do order from Amazon just because they are quick on delivery and free delivery and all those things that they get you on. I hate that I have to use them, but I do like the fact that they are available, and it's not expensive for me to get supplies shipped to where I am. All the other stores, they charge. I also use Dick Blick, and all of them charge pretty high shipping charges. Okay, so I think that's probably, I don't want to lose any of these stamps, so I want to put them on this board and just put put it aside until I get a chance. I don't know what to see. I'm gonna paint this card. I'm looking for a green. I don't need to just use one green. I can use more than one. So I'll just put a little bit down. When I started this, I put a little bowl that have put a lot of green paint and markers and things like that, so I would have it somewhat organized. This has got a big goober. I'm trying to find, I've got something sitting on top of my trash can, so I can't get to it. That's way more paint than I need, but I won't waste it. I'm looking for, I had a credit card out here. I don't know what I did with it, so I'll get another. I have lots, and I use them and put them back in this little catch-all. I've got my page under that green. And there's paint on here. That's what's causing the streaking, which is just a nice addition to what I'm doing. Okay, let's find something to, there's my card stuck to the page. Okay, I've got that now for future. And of course, I need to dry this. So we have 5 more days. Today's day 10 of a 15-day practice. And when I finish those 15 days, I will sew this into a journal that I have put aside, a green journal that has 2 other signatures. So, you know, I'll be going on with that journal for a while. Let me see, I want to take a graphite stick. I can put my hands on one. Here we go. And dip it in water and just make some marks, maybe on both pages. I don't want that much water. Okay, let's darken the circle somewhat and makes them show up a little better. Okay, so we're gonna do some splatters, as I always do, and this is my Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. I saw another artist that was using something with by Pentel. It's like poster paint or something like that, but it's a Japanese product, and I couldn't find a place where you can get it. I don't know why I'm looking, because I have been using this Dr. P.H. Martin for several years, and I've been very happy with the results. So I really don't know why I'm looking for anything else, except for the fact that he was using it. This artist that I watched several artists on YouTube, and he was doing a landscape. He's an urban sketcher, so let's do some gold. I think maybe I told you that I found my gouache, and so I have gold gouache now instead of gold acrylic to use, because it reconstitutes and I don't waste anything. I feel it on my face, in my hand. It's always on my phone and the light above my workspace. So, oh, you know what I didn't do? I did not letter anything. So let me find a piece of paper. Not the one I just painted, but I want something that's got some green on it. Well, this one doesn't have green on it, but there's no reason I can't put some there. I'm gonna dab this. It's got a little bit of green now, because this is the sprays or they do reconstitute. Okay, so let's spray this. Let's dry this, and I will then letter on that top of that one. This side's got acrylic paint on it, so it does not move with water. I need to make sure that this paper is completely dry, because otherwise, if I use a felt tip pen, it'll ruin it. Do you mind paint on your hands? I don't mind it at all. I like cleaning up with it. I put myself really into it. All right, so let's see what I'm gonna write with. I have a lot of choices. I think I'm gonna use this Uniball Vision needle. I think it's pretty fine, but I can get my faux calligraphy anyway, so you double the downstroke. I know I say that every time, but it's not just making it darker, it's actually widening the mark. See how I did that E? So you have to leave enough room in between your letters to actually do the calligraphy part, faux calligraphy part. T is not a downstroke, but it was too light. Okay, I think it's pretty good. Well, I'm gonna find my pen when I finish here. I'm gonna get a ruler, one of the rulers that I've got 3 of these, and you see where I took an X-Acto blade and actually chipped out these pieces of the wood. So when you tear it or you mark with it, you get, you don't get a smooth line, you get a jagged. You see how that does. And this one I'm just going to tear the ends myself. All right, so let's see. I think we're going to put it on this side. And I think I'm going to use the 3-in-1 glue because this is of the kind of paper that's going on top of acrylic. This. Take a quick look and see if I see my top, which I do. So now I can keep it from drying out. All right, so let's take this piece out. Kind of put everything back together. That's the downside of not sewing it, is that it moves around. Every page moves around when you're creating, but it allows me to do some things that I wouldn't normally be able to do if it were sewn together, like I did stitching yesterday. Okay, so this is day 10, green belt for Care December, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.